All right, welcome back to another edition of Wild Wednesday, where we learn about an animal from the Great Plains Zoo. An education specialist, Katie Carchidi, joins us this morning. Katie, good morning.
Good morning.
And you have brought in a milk snake.
I have. So this is Calvin.
Yeah. Female, though. Calvin. Female named
Yep.
Calvin.
So yeah, and we have another one back at the zoo named Hobbs. A lot of our younger audience doesn't quite get the joke, so I like to share it when I can.
Hobbs, yeah.
But they get their name for a really silly reason. They were seen a lot in barns, and farmers thought that they were stealing milk from their cows. So they kind of just got a silly name, but they were really there just to eat all of the mice, because they are a pretty good predator.
And these are snakes you would see in South, even in South Dakota,
even
in the
South
wild.
Dakota, yeah. So there are a few different species found all over the country, but from West River on, you can find milk snakes in a few different habitats. But throughout the country, they're found in forests, prairies, and grasslands.
Cool skin on this, but and not venomous. How can you tell the snake?
Sure. So for her in this case, she is mimicking a coral snake, so she is pretending to be venomous, but she's totally safe.
As a defense mechanism.
Yeah, as a defense. So she has these bright colors, but when red and black are next to each other, that shows that you're all right, Jack. But if red and yellow are together, you're a dead fellow. And so sometimes this white color ends up being a little bit more yellow, and so those are the coral snakes.
And this is let's talk about how long do they live?
Sure. So she's in her teens, and they can live to be into their 20s, especially in human care, and especially with vet care as well. We have some awesome vets at the zoo. She has some visual impairment, so she can't always see the best. So we have a couple of ways that we kind of accommodate that while we're at the zoo, making sure she knows we're coming to pick her up, and making sure her food is really warm so she can smell it.
This is one of you take out to different schools.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
sure this is one of the more popular snakes.
Yes, milk snakes are always a popular one. Hobbs especially, because he gets a little bit wiggly. She's going to do it right now. But you can also see her. We have a fall fun event on September 30th, where some of our junior zookeepers will actually be handling some animals. And so you might be able to catch a milk snake and maybe some other species as well.
Do they eat like small animals, or
yeah, so she eats pretty much anything in the wild that she can fit in her mouth. At the zoo, it's going to be mice, and she gets fed about every other week. Since they're not making their own body heat, their metabolism's a lot slower.
All right. And right now it's fall. Leaves are changing. Good time to go to the zoo.
Absolutely. So we still have some of these nice warm days, and so most of our animals are still out. The ones you might not see are some of our reptiles who have had to move inside, but with the cooler temps, they are a lot more, our big mammals are a lot more active for sure.
Well, Katie, thanks for bringing in Calvin the milk snake.
Absolutely.
And we learned more about that this morning. So, all right. Well.